Moving on, now I invite Dr. Bhagirathi Dwivedi, sir, who's the additional professor in the Department of Pediatrics from AIIMS Bhubaneswar, who would be chairing a session on health for children and adolescents, optimize the food plate. Very relevant topic, which will be delivered by Dr. Samarendra Mahapatra. I invite Dr. Bhagirathi, sir, to introduce Dr. Samarendra Mahapatra.
First of all, let me appreciate the effort of the organizers by selecting a very appropriate topic and very appropriate speaker. Why do I say so? Let me say a few lines. Most of the times we talk on supplementary foods, but your topic, the optimization of food plate is quite relevant because really we are in a phase of transition. Transition means from undernutrition to overnutrition we are facing, especially also in tribal population. Just citing one example of my experience, I was conducting a morbidity survey in Rayagada in tribal population. I just encountered a girl of around 15 years and her blood pressure was 155 by 95 around so. But just I tried to inquire about that. Her health was a little bit in between, not very overnourished or malnourished. And while inquiring, the query was, she told me that I am very stressed because I am the first girl in my village who is appearing 10th examination, and the whole of my village very lots of hope on me. What should I do? So that is my stress. So it's related both stress and nutrition is quite important. And in this situation, we are not depending upon the supplementary nutrition. We need to optimize the food. And second thing about your appropriateness of your speaker. And nowadays you don't find much of a very conventional pediatricians or basic pediatricians especially in the INIs. But Dr. Samarendra Mahapatra is one of such who believes in basic pediatrics and more tuned toward adolescent health as well as your nutrition. So I think his topic or his talk will be very fruitful, and I request Dr. Mahapatra to give her address, and after his address will take up few questions. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Dwivedi. Honorable President, sir, Honorable Director, Madam, my senior colleagues, and my dear friends. This is a mixed audience. I think a lot of students are there, those who are from non-medical backgrounds. So I will try to not to use a lot of medical terms. Nowadays, COVID is everywhere. I'm starting from COVID because if you see, COVID is everywhere. And the new terminology, this particular lockdown, shutdown, quarantine, reverse quarantine, these terms we have learned. And the schools are closed. And what is the impact? Definitely there is a huge impact on physical activities of the children, mostly the adolescents, and also there is a huge loss in education. Online classes are going on. I don't know whether the students are listening to the online classes or just switching on their mobile phone or something. And definitely nutrition. Yes, there is a problem. Nutrition means the low socioeconomic status, definitely they are not getting proper nutrition because a huge financial loss. And the higher socioeconomic status, the children, they are getting enough time. Their TV viewing time is increased. That's why their eating time is also increased. So that's why we are having undernutrition, we are having overweight, we are having obesity, and ultimately overweight and obesity leading to non-communicable disease, particularly few of the cardiovascular disease like heart attacks and hypertension like that. And according to World Health Organization, you can't believe that 1.9 billion adults are overweight or obese, and 462 million are underweight. So from this, you can know what is the scenario. Coming to the children, globally, 149 children under 5 are stunted, means their growth and height, both are less. 45 millions are having wasted, too thin for the height, and 38.9 million were overweight or obese. And around 45% of death among the children are from under 5 age group. And these are seen mostly in low and middle income countries like India. And also, if you see, particularly in metros, the childhood obesity and overweight is gradually increasing. So India, particularly now India, we are dealing with undernutrition and also obesity in children. Means it is a dual burden to us. And diet related, particular diet related, suppose somebody is obese or obese child, obese adolescent, definitely there will be some problem like in future, they may have heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure. And sometimes because of faulty dietary habits, they may suffer from different types of cancer and also diabetes. Why I am giving much importance or much focus to this one? You know that 0 to 6 month baby, newborn, then liver, after that, breastfeeding, that is exclusively breastfeeding, means we will not give any tin milk. Only tin milk will be given to an orphan. So I want to emphasize, or I want to tell that breastfeeding, breast milk is the best milk for the newborn, 0 to 6 months. Still then a lot of companies, they're propagating that our the tin milk is good. No. So Government of India, we have a law that is Infant Milk Substitute Act, and we have to follow this act properly. Now, after 6 months, we will go for complementary feeding. Means particularly after 6 months, the growth and development are definitely is more. So more calories required. So from the locally available food, we have to give the complementary feeding along with the breastfeeding for the proper growth and development of the infant. For example, in Orissa, we are starting from ripe banana. We are starting from chatua. Okay, first we are starting from chuda chatua, then we are mixing chuda with mudi. Sometimes we are mixing chuda, mudi, and kaju. Sometimes we are mixing chuda, mudi, kaju, and wheat. So like that. So proper winning food, and that food should be from the local market. It should be available from the local market. We should not go for any tin complementary feeding which is available in the market. Now, if you see, particularly the adolescent, our average Indian diet usually contains protein 5 to 17%, fat around 10 to 30%, and rest carbohydrate is around 65 to 80%. This is the average Indian diet. But we have to focus on balanced diet. Balanced diet means santulita khadya. So we have to focus on balanced diet. Balanced diet means we will 50% of calorie, 50 to 60% of calorie should be from carbohydrate. Means pushtisara. And the sarkara jatiyo, svetosara, and 25 to 30% from fats, and around 10 to 15% from the protein, that is the pushtisara. And also it should be adequately added with vitamins and minerals. You know that vitamins and minerals, they don't give any energy, but they are required for the cellular, a few of the cellular functions. So that's why we have to give proper vitamin, proper minerals to the adolescent. Now, balanced diet. This is for particularly for the adolescent. Because why adolescent? Why I am focusing on adolescent? 10 to 19 years. Their thinking process is something different. If the parents, they will tell, do it, they will not follow. But if a friend is telling, do it, they will do it. This is the mentality of an adolescent. So that's why we have to educate them regarding the balanced diet. For example, 8 glasses of water. In 24 hours, they have to take 8 glasses of water, not soft drink. And in particularly major meal, they have to either rice-based or it may be wheat-based. After that, definitely green leafy vegetables, which are available in the local market, and also fruits. Every day they have to take at least 2 fruits, and milk, adequate calcium, adequate vitamin B12. If they are taking some non-veg, just like they have to take either fish or egg. So we have to focus on balance that. And now Government of India has initiated a lot of programs for the adolescent. For example, if you go to any state, you will find that in particular in Orissa, we are celebrating Mamta Divasa, Pushtikar Divasa. In that Divasa, we are trying to find out the malnutrition children, and we are referring to a particular center that is known as Nutritional Rehabilitation Center. We have very good nutrition rehabilitation center, particularly if you ask me. So nearby, we have visited Athagada CSC. There is a very good nutrition center is there. They're managing. Even in Sisubaban, there is a very good nutrition rehabilitation center is there. And also, now Government of India and Government of Orissa, they are focusing on posting of a dietitian to hospitals. Even Orissa government, they have initiated a program that they're giving posting to dietitian to all the urban PSCs, urban CHCs of Bhubaneswar. So that's why we want to increase the awareness regarding balanced diet, regarding the calorie, regarding the protein, regarding the fat, and also we have to focus on what my previous speaker has told, exclusively breastfeeding up to 6 months of life. We should not forget about the adolescent, because gradually the prevalence of obesity is gradually increasing, and half of the overweight children become overweight adolescent. 80% of overweight adolescent they become obese adult. That's why we should not forget. So in family life education, which is given to an adolescent, we have to focus on nutrition also. The management, how we will manage. Definitely balanced diet. And we have to convince the adolescent regarding how to reduce the weight. But the protein intake should be 1 gram. For example, cut down the soft drinks, cut down the carbohydrates, cut down the fats, and low glycemic index food. For example, we will tell the adolescent, take a mango, ripe mango, not mango juice. Okay. And the low fat dairy products and large meal. Mixed meal should be avoided. And exercise. This is the COVID period. That's why the children, they are not going to playground. Still then, if possible, they have to go for aerobic exercise, or otherwise just 30-minute walk 5 days in a week. Means it is coming around 300 minutes per week is enough. Prevention, already we have discussed, exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months of life. After that, proper weaning. Don't force or force feeding, moderate intake of fat and carbohydrate. Encourage physical activities. And this one, limit TV viewing time. Now the adolescents, particularly the adolescents, are more engaged in TV, watching mobiles, playing games in mobile. No. And school canteen, definitely junk food, particularly the snacks which are available, that is kurkure and chips should be avoided, and there should be enough playtime. With this, I conclude. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you for your nice presentation. Any questions from the audience? Any questions? Just speak to that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you for patient listening. But to conclude, I feel a take-home message can be carried forward to the mothers at least. They should not target for a how does healthy look my child looks. We should target towards a optimal health rather than my child should look healthy. Okay, thank you. Thanks all the organizers. Thanks Dr. Mahapatra for your good presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Samarendra. I think a lot of we mothers aim at making a baby as Amul baby, which is a very predominant concept in Orissa. But we have to be mindful. Optimum nutrition is very important, not only when the child is growing up, but even when the child is small, to avoid childhood obesity, which is right now a raising concern in our country.